Hi, I'm Felicia. Used to be Felix, but God, I can't stand that name. I can't stand my facial hair, my Adam's apple, my deep voice, the hair on my chest, all that sin between my legs. Well, after I graduated college, I had a surgery done to make myself happy. Content, if you will. I decided to get a sex change. Women are more powerful in nature, overbearing, overwhelming. They hold a gift that no man can ever succeed in doing. Unless you're a seahorse, men can't birth life. I believe that is the one thing that makes women holy. Women are life bringers. And that's what I'm trying to succeed in doing. I'm 25 now, just became a post-op transgender. Felicia Cornwell is my new name. I have long, beautiful, silky blonde hair, and I've been taking my hormone pills and drinking a soy milk like it's my job. I no longer grow facial hair, except a few hairs on my neck, but that's nothing a razor can't fix. I have a pair of average C breasts, and I have curves for days. My Adam's apple has been lifted, and I now feel like a real woman. Except I can't conceive a child. As I walk down 7th Street on my birthday, I glance at all the other strollers and mothers holding their children. God, I strive to give birth. I don't feel completed yet. I still feel restricted, and I know deep down that I'm not a real woman. As I continue my walk to keep my thighs looking defined, I come across this store, the Sidekick Eye. I walk inside precariously, and I begin to browse in the black magic section. Come across this book that strikes my eye. It's called The Transformation of the Lotus Flower. I pick up the ancient-looking book and browse through it. I see all these different spells and elixirs that transform people into who they really want to be. Wealthy, powerful, successful, etc. As I turn each brown page of this old mysterious book, I become more and more interested. Each page is brittle with loads of information on how to become who you really want to be. I carry it to the front and I begin to check it out. The woman at the counter tells me that she's never seen that book in her life. She looks at it curiously and says, "This wasn't on display or anything." And I reply, "No, it was sitting on the shelf amongst the other books for sale." The woman looks at the book and then at me, then back down at the book and slowly back at me and says, "You know what? You can just have it. This means this book has picked you." "Really?" I proclaim. "I can have this book?" She nods her head and I race home to begin the procedure. I sit down and light a circle of candles. I draw the sigil of Baphomet in the center. I draw all the symbols accordingly inside this pentagram. The book tells me to state my wish and to begin my chant. I say out loud, "I want to bear a child." I begin chanting. The more I chant, the windier it becomes outside. My voice becomes shrill with each chant. My window blows open, and one by one, each candle blows out on its own, and finally I'm in complete darkness. I close my eyes and drift into a deep sleep. I wake up curled in the fetal position, but I feel miserable. I walk to the bathroom to urinate, and to my surprise, I see blood. Oh no, I think to myself, I need to see Dr. Messinian immediately. But then I realized I just had my first period. I jump with excitement and rush to the nearest Walgreens. I had a blast shopping for tampons, going through the brands and types to see what kind I need. I finally grab a brand and rush to the bathroom to insert it. Then I make an appointment with the semen dispensary to see if this spell really worked. After my evaluation, I get to choose what kind of attributes I want my child to have. As I was determining, nothing really appealed to me except myself. And then it came to me. I remembered that before my operation, that I froze my own semen in case I didn't want to adopt. Wow, how could I forget? This was 7 years ago. I rush home and thaw out my semen. I feel a turkey baster and get spread eagle on my couch and inject myself. I really hope this works, I wish to myself. A month goes by. It's about 3 months since I've tried. 3 months since my birthday. I go to the OBGYN and they evaluate me, and then after my pap smear, my doctor says, "Well, Felicia, your cervix is looking nice and healthy and has a nice purple hue, which means there's big news. You're pregnant." I stare deep into my doctor's eyes and say, "Thank you." One tear strolls down my cheek as I realize I'm finally going to have a child. I'm going to give birth to myself.